SNOMED International and the Bahmni Coalition, a group of organizations that use, contribute to, develop, or implement Bahmni's open-source electronic medical record, are working together on a SNOMED CT module for integration with the Bahmni EMR to provide structured terminology openly to digitally maturing markets. In this demo, we are simulating a clinical visit. We start by selecting a patient from the list. It's a 65-year-old male with asthma, hypertension, and hypercholesterolemia. He presents to the visit with palpitations and fatigue of recent onset. We will use the history and examination form to record this information by selecting terms from SNOMED CT, powered by Snowstorm Lite, the integrated terminology server. In the consultation panel, we can enter a free text clinical note describing our reasoning. The electrocardiogram results showed atrial fibrillation. We record this primary diagnosis in the next panel, searching in SNOMED CT. The next step is to prescribe the necessary medications, beginning with dabigatran, an oral anticoagulant, to reduce the risk of stroke in patients with this condition. The medications panel uses the terminology server to search SNOMED concepts for the available medicinal products. The clinical decision support system has identified a potential interaction between dabigatran, the medication newly prescribed, and aspirin, which the patient has been taking until now. This interaction was detected using an interactions knowledge base developed for this project, and using the terminology server to compare with the medication ingredients described in the SNOMED concept attributes. We are also prescribing propranolol, a beta blocker, to manage the rhythm and alleviate symptoms. Propranolol triggers a different type of alert, a contraindication in this case due to the patient's chronic asthma. This alert enables us to revise our decision and prescribe atenolol instead, a similar drug that does not have this contraindication. This alert is also an example based on a custom knowledge base, which employs the terminology server to match with content encoded in SNOMED CT. Now we are simulating a data entry error. We have selected 2 tablets of atenolol to be taken twice a day, not realizing that in this system, it amounts to 4 tablets daily. A new alert informs us that we are exceeding the recommended daily dose. This alert is triggered by a knowledge base that uses the ATC-defined daily doses and leverages the detailed ingredient and strength attributes in the SNOMED concepts to calculate the total dose. All the clinical information recorded in the patient's history is readily available for reporting purposes. For instance, we are now going to generate a daily statistical report that includes the ICD-10 code for the primary diagnosis of each visit. This reporting feature utilizes the terminology server to access mappings published in SNOMED CT releases, a result of the collaborative efforts of SNOMED International with various organizations. For more information about this collaboration and the open-source tools, please visit the SNOMED International and Bahmni websites.